My name's Marcela Cruz, and I am an R&B pop, also Latin singer, songwriter. And I'm originally from Lowell, Massachusetts, and I've been singing my whole life. From show choir in school, I attended a music school since the age of 8 and performed with bands and competed as a solo artist locally. And once I got to college, I started getting into songwriting, and I graduated college with a bachelor's in psychology and Spanish, and realized that, you know, one of the only things that really made me happy was singing, and obviously that's not psychology. So as I started applying to different jobs, I realized that I needed to get more serious about the one thing I was most passionate about. So from Lowell, which is like 45 minutes out of Boston, I started networking, and I was introduced to a great producer called Nelly Pro Tools. If you've heard of me, you should know him. He's kind of like my partner in crime, and he knew the area so well and knew the music community so well that from there I really just started to branch and be introduced to a lot of amazing people like Mike, Fretkilla, Christman here. And now I've been performing live, creating my own music, my own original music, and, you know, networking around the world with my music, and really hoping to reach as many ears and audiences as possible. And more recently, starting to dabble into more Latin records, which I'm really excited about.
Hi, it's good to be here. My name is Mike Fretkilla Christman. I'm originally from the Music City, Nashville, Tennessee, and I've been living in Boston for quite some time now. I originally ventured here to go to Berklee College of Music, and since then I've branched out and networked all over the Boston, New England area. I've been playing guitar for over 20 years. At the age of 5 was when I started, and it's an enjoyment. It's an extension of my life. At the age of 3 is when I first started playing piano by ear. And I branched out to other instruments. By the time I was maybe in 3rd grade, I was playing 5 instruments, and it kind of just stuck. And it's a privilege and an honor to be able to share this with the world, and also a fulfillment for me to be able to do what I love. And I've been doing music my entire life. I went to performing arts middle school, performing arts high school, and then a music college. So it's great to be able to serve and earn in something that I love, and I'm very passionate about it. Well, we first met when I was playing in the house band at Hard Rock.
Yes, I was going to say Hard Rock.
And then when we officially met and I played for you was for Tiny Desk.
Really? Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh, it feels like forever ago.
Right.
But yeah, I think the Hard Rock show, so we booked a show at Hard Rock, and it was going to be the first show that I played with a full band. And we ended up connecting with, I think it was Jordan first, our drummer. And through Jordan connected me with Mike and a lot of other great musicians. And from there, the vibe was just natural, and I've always felt comfortable with Mike and the other guys in the band, and the rest is history. Yeah. But yeah, we've worked on songs together. We've done a lot of shows together, big shows, small shows. Really, like my favorite type of performance is acoustic. I just like how intimate it is. So I'm always calling on Mike, like, yeah, let's do a set. But yeah, wow, it's probably been like 5 or 6 years.
Has it?
I don't know. Time
flies, so
yeah, it really
I wouldn't expect anything less.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Yeah, so Misbehave is a record that was released in September of 2020. And it's funny, it was one of those songs where I kind of just came home from a long day of work, poured a glass of wine, sat on my couch, and listened to this beat that my producer, Nelly Pro Tools, sent along. And it kind of just was one of those songs where, you know, the pen just started flowing. I really like pen to paper, so I still write out the old school way. And next thing you knew, it was like just finished. And that was just kind of the mood I was in, just very chill, you know, waiting for my boyfriend to get home, having a glass of wine. And The rest is history. Yeah, so Misbehave, it's a little promiscuous, but it's really just waiting for that moment to misbehave with your boo or your significant other. So, you know, really getting into the emotion of it, kind of like feeling hot, I got a fever, chills when you touch, and really kind of just envisioning yourself with your significant other. During quarantine, we kind of looked through our portfolio of records and decided that we'd start to release singles on a monthly basis. We also just wrapped up a virtual concert, a weekly virtual concert called Something Old, Something New, where we debuted a new song weekly paired with an older song that we have.
That were originals.
That were originals. So yeah, all originals. And yeah, this past month I released a Spanish song called Solamente Tú, which means only you. And that can be found everywhere, Spotify and all those other platforms. And then now we're looking forward to the next few single releases and starting to work on a new project, a new album. So looking forward to that.
As of right now, I have my own band, and we've been building to work on some original music to get the music out there. We actually have original music written, it just needs to be recorded and mixed and mastered and all that kind of good stuff. And as a musician, as a guitarist, I've been out playing around the New England area, even still with the pandemic occurring. It hasn't really stopped me from being able to make progress. I know a lot of people have had issues trying to figure out, well, how can I perform? And we kind of figured a way around it, and one of those was the performance or the series that Marcela was speaking of, Something Old, Something New, where you do virtual shows. You record everything, and then you kind of release it as you go. And so we met up like 2 days out of that time, and that went on for what, 4 weeks? Yeah. And so content is everything, and so it's a learning curve, but you will get over the hump, and that's where we've been. And I'm enjoying what it is, and I'm excited for what's to come.
Yeah, I would say the design is really cool. I think as soon as I walked in, I'm like, wait, what's this right here? It wasn't something that I was used to seeing on a chord. So they're definitely really nice to look at, and just really smooth, and it looks like great quality.
Looks high end. You have the gold tips, so that's also a great sign that it's constructed very well. It's going to have a great conduction of electricity. So when I plugged it into my acoustic and came through the amp, I heard great clarity. It looks great, it looks fashionable, and looks like something that I want to keep.
It's really fancy.
Yeah,
I feel fancy using these chords.
I'm excited for this product.
So again, my name's Marcela Cruz, that's with one L, and you all can follow my journey at Marcela Cruz Music on Instagram, as well as Facebook, Twitter, and also visit my website, marcelacruzmusic.com.
You can follow myself, my individual page as a guitarist, and everything else is Fretkilla, Fretklla. And then also my band page is the Christman Collective. That's spelled T-H-E, the Christman, like Christ man, C-H-R-I-S-T-M-A-N, Collective, and the rest is history. We got a lot of great content, a lot of great things on there, so be on the lookout.
And shout out to Consci for having us today.
Yes, shout out to Consci, thank you so much.